Hi everyone, my name is Chris Fernandez and welcome to my brand new channel called Krishna Creation. This is my first video I'm ever making, so I hope you like it, share it, comment on it, and let me know how you feel. Thank you. This video is going to be about my travels in the last 10 to 15 years. We will start with our last trip where I and 4 friends went on a budget holiday to see snow in Shimla, Manali, Dharamshala and Dalhousie. We started from Chandigarh. We stayed in the smallest places possible and we spent about 17,000 per person all along the way. Alright, we did carry a little extra money for eventualities, but take a look and I will explain it as we go. So it was raining whilst we went when we arrived in Chandigarh, and the weather was awesome. The weather had already cooled down, and we drove in the rain. I am giving you a time-lapse video because it was quite a long. It was a 4-hour drive, and we did stop on the way to eat. We arrived early in the morning at Manali and we stayed at the Charming Hills Hotel in Manali. This had a great view and was on the Kufri Road. Shimla is a great place to stay and there are quite a few places that you can visit in Shimla. Kufri being one, Fago being the other. You have to go to Fago from Kufri. Green Valley is a beautiful place to take photographs. Mall Road, you go shopping, and then there's a ridge from where you get the entire view. Kalibari Temple is on the way to Dharamshala. Christ Church and Scandal Point are on the ridge, and you will be able to see it from there. In Shimla, the weather changes very fast, and when you're going to Kufri, to see Fago, you need a clear weather. At Kufri, the weather does change very fast, depending on the snow in Shimla. When we reached over there, we reached in the middle of a thunderstorm, and we could not go to Fago. So we had to stop at Kufri, enjoy the snow, and there was a nice dhaba on the side where a paratha guy made hot parathas and gave us to keep us warm. There was so much snow that we couldn't even sit on his seat over there. His chairs were covered with snow. The horses were all taken in, and people were just roaming about in the snow because they had never experienced so much snow in their life, I believe. This is a capture of snow in slow motion. I try to catch every bit of it. The important thing about Shimla is that you have to be prepared to get wet. You have to have rainproof shoes, rainproof jackets and pants, or rainproof clothing, as you can get wet and the place could get very slushy. Now there are 2 seasons to travel to Shimla. One is the summer where everything is very nice, dry, but the weather is still good. And the other is the snowy season where you actually enjoy the snow. You will not enjoy the bitter snow. But this is a beautiful view of Green Valley where you can see the Himalayas. On a clear day, it looks awesome and a good place to take photographs. The Kalibari Temple is along the road going to Manali, and you can always stop over while going to Manali. And things to remember, like I told you, rainproof clothing is necessary. A hairdryer is necessary because the heaters that they provide you are very small and they will not heat up your room. They will charge you extra for heaters as the rooms don't come with heaters. So carry a hairdryer to warm up your beds and before you get into them. And summer is a better option to travel if you are not looking for snow. The drive to Manali is quite long and it takes about 9 hours. You will have to start early if you want to reach sometime before sunset, And there are a lot of food joints on the way, but do carry your own water, and a toilet paper would be handy. Manali on a clear day is an awesome sight. The mountain view with the snow is really good. There are quite a few places that you can visit. The Hadimba temple is a good visit on a clear day. Clubhouse is good, not that great but good. And Solang Valley is a place you have to go. I will explain Solang Valley later. We stayed at the Ankit Palace over here, and since our aim was the snow, we went to Solang Valley first. Now you need 3 days at least in Manali, as if snowfall falls, all the road get clogged, and you cannot go to Solang Valley. You cannot go anywhere. The temperature dips to -2 when we were there. It had reached -2, but the paragliding, the snow slides, the view is just breathtaking. You can sit and watch this all day, and there are a lot of activities to do if you have the energy. You will also need a little extra cash, because you will have to hire snowshoes, because your shoes won't last on the snow, and snow clothing. Those are jumpsuits and various other things. You can also hire down itself the paragliding and the snow sleds and the kayaks and various other things. The weather over here is really icy cold, so snowshoes and clothing is a must. Carry extra cash because you'll need to pay for all of this, including the gloves. And a 3-day trip is always good because the weather could change. Over here too, you do not get heaters in the room, so hence the hair dryer is very important to warm your bed, because the cold actually seeps through the glass and you will not be able to bear it. We moved to Dharamshala from Manali, and it takes an entire day. It's a 9-hour drive, and the Atal Tunnel actually cuts down the journey by 6 hours. Otherwise, it would take us about 15 hours to get to Dharamshala. The Atal Tunnel is one of the best things that has been done by the Indian government, and it's about a 20 to 30 minute tunnel. Rest of the road is winding. The winding road, on the way, you will be first stopping at the Baidyanath temple. This is where I believe Ganpati has written the Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavad Gita or Ramayana, I'm not very sure, but he's written one of them. And this is the Baidyanath temple, which you can stop on the way. You'll have to Google map it. Finding it is a little difficult. From there, you can actually then go to Bir Biling before you reach Dharamshala. Bir Biling is a cheaper option for paragliding and other activities. There are not many other activities, but paragliding is the main. And here the weather, when it's clear, is awesome. You have a slow, gentle, meandering paragliding experience. They do provide you with selfie sticks and various other ways to GoPro and all, but those are all chargeable. The paragliding in Bir Biling is cheaper than Manali, but Manali has its snow mountain tops, and Bir Biling has its clear skies and beautiful mountain tops. You feel like you're in Switzerland. If you do decide to do paragliding in Bir Biling and visit the Baidyanath temple, do it before you hit Dharamshala, because Dharamshala is about a cool 30 to 40 kilometers from Bir Biling and Baidyanath temple, and you will waste an entire day for paragliding and not be able to do anything else in Dharamshala. So do it on the way before you hit Dharamshala. Dharamshala is the Basunag temple, which is worth visiting. And in McLeodganj, you will visit the Dalai Lama's Tibetan monastery. It's a nice place, it's a calming place to visit with a lot of history and real good architecture. Things to remember about Dharamshala is a very nice place to take walking tour, and you have to have comfortable walking shoes because everything is at a 45-degree angle, and you will do a lot of walking. The market, the place, the monastery, the temple, everything is at an angle, and you are either climbing down or climbing up. The drive from Dharamshala to Dalhousie is really beautiful. And Dalhousie is another beautiful place to go to. Dalhousie is a very small place and receives snowfall even in summer, so you need to be prepared. Everything is very steep over there. Over here too, it's being a mountain top, everything is at a 45-degree angle. There's a nice small waterfall, and Chamba Valley is there. Chamba Valley is about a half a day drive if you want to go and see it. It's a nice quaint small town with a lot of history to it. But Dalhousie, again, you have to walk around to actually experience it. And the view from there is great, but beyond that, there is not much in Dalhousie. Dalhousie is a good place for honeymooning couples to stay and visit the Chamba Valley for extracurricular activities. And Chamba Valley is a very small, quaint town which needs to be visited and seen for its historic importance. The things that you have to remember when you are especially visiting all these places in Himachal is that you have to carry comfortable clothing. Thermals, good shoes are important. There are 2 seasons always to travel. 3 days is the minimum that you require. Good walking shoes are a must. Carry extra cash, which is very important. Hair dryers to warm your beds. Check your hotel in advance and map your activities in advance of what you want to do, because there are quite a few things that you can do, especially in the summers. Alright. Another thing to remember is to like my video, subscribe to it, and share to it. And thank you so much for watching it. I really appreciate the time you have taken. Thank you once again, and have a great holiday. Bye.